Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing well. So if you ask me, I am still shook as fuck from the announcement of permission to dance on stage being live in Los freaking Angeles. Walked out of class, checked my phone and nearly shit my pants on Monday. Holy shit, am I right? I knew when Namjoon said see you sooner than you think and emphasized the C in that live stream. Something was definitely up. But holy Namjoon, I did not see this coming. Still shook as fuck. If you get to go, you don't even know how lucky you are. Holy fucking shit. Low-key salty, but mostly I'm really happy for the boys. I can't even imagine how they must be feeling and how emotional the reunion is going to be. I am so happy for them and everyone that gets to go. Let me know how you feel about the announcement in the comments. I'm mostly seeing shock and excitement on the internet, but there are people with other thoughts as well, and I'm curious to know what you all think and if any of you will be going. It's kind of a shitty time for students in the States, at least, because it's literally a week before finals for most of us, and Thanksgiving is insane because everyone and their entire family is flying out to meet people and shit. So yeah, I have no words. I know I just blurted out a bunch of words, but yeah, you'll get me. But let me know if you're going and if you'll be ditching school or flying out from somewhere, etc etc. I really want to know how everyone's feeling about this. Also, another thing that's irrelevant to the video, Jisoo for Paris Fashion Week, like wow. Both Rosé and Jisoo looked absolutely stunning and I was so happy to she can't be the leader. I really can't understand why many people think Rose can be a leader. She isn't emotionally strong. In fact, she is the emotionally weakest member. Just because she can speak English doesn't make her a leader. Jisoo has the motherly nature among them and is the most emotionally strong member. This is interesting because I don't think I've come across anyone saying Rosé should be leader, lol, but yeah, I agree with you. I honestly can't see her being leader at all. And not even because she's emotionally weak or something, but I just feel like she isn't cut out to be a leader. And this isn't me coming at her. Leading just isn't for everyone. Just like, I dunno, coding or some shit. I can't code to save my life. But anyway, Mayo, some things just aren't for everyone. And that's more than fine. Leading isn't for everyone, and it's so much more than just being able to communicate in a certain language and being a good spokesperson. Leaders are essentially the glue that holds the group together through thick and thin. To be a good leader, you need to be able to put your emotions aside. Be able to get yourself in the middle of fights and arguments without actually getting caught in the crossfire so you can stop it. And you always have to put your group's needs above yours. It is very hard work and a huge responsibility. And I honestly see Rosé as the kind of person that is able to follow leaders very well, rather than be a strong one herself. I dislike her hair in D4 era a lot. I do kind of agree. I don't strongly dislike it, but I do feel like it wasn't one of her best looks. And I don't think she looked bad, but she just pulls off other colors better. Gone is better than OTG. Yes, I know On the Ground was very meaningful to Rosé, yet I love Gone so much. It's so satisfying to hear. I love the slow-ish beat and her vocals. It just felt so heartwarming. Even if she's not gone through a heartbreak, it feels as if she has, and she's telling you her story. I guess that's the Rosé effect. I agree and disagree. I agree because I like Gone much more in terms of sound and vocals, and find myself listening to it more often than On the Ground. But the lyrics weren't my favorite. And I disagree because On the Ground is such a meaningful song, which makes it so beautiful to me. Even though I don't listen to it as much and I'm not a fan of the EDM based sound, just knowing the story behind it, knowing how much it means to Rosé, and seeing how raw and real she was just makes the song incredibly special. Both On the Ground and Gone have their strengths. For certain things I prefer Gone and for others I prefer On the Ground. That she isn't using a fake voice. I've seen many people say that she is using a fake voice, but as a singer myself, trust me, she is not. She has a beautiful low register, but many people who have a lower voice might not be able to hit higher notes while sounding good. Sometimes I make my voice sound thinner just to make it sound better and fit the vibe of that song. Like in Gone you can hear her beautiful low tone, and in D4 you can hear her higher register. It's not fake, it's a technique which is harmless. You're right. I guess the problem here is the word fake. Just like people throw around words like mistreated and underrated without understanding what they actually mean, the same applies to the use of fake here. Her voice isn't fake, but I feel like it is outside her comfortable range. Clearly it's in her range because she can hit high notes, but it's uncomfortable for her compared to singing lower notes. Though now I do feel like her comfortable range has expanded since she's been singing high for so long at this point. I think she's naturally an alto, but she pretty much always sings soprano notes in their songs, so of course there's going to be audible strain. Our dear Rosie Posey needs to stop bleaching her hair and stick with black or brown for a couple comebacks and cut her hair short like Lisa's. Since D4, her hair has basically only been bleached. She even talked about how her hair was dry and alive. Her hair honestly looks dry and brittle, and that she might even add extension to it. I love Rosé locks as much as the next girl, but I value her hair health over aesthetics any day. She needs to dye her hair to allow for healthy hair growth. She needs to keep it short for a while because 1, her hair is fried, and 2, she'll have to keep trimming until all the fried hair is gone until she can really start growing it again. All of you will praise Blonde until you're smacked in the face with a video of her crying because her hair is falling out and has scalp burns from all the bleach. Girl, I have been saying this forever, like we need black say, or at least dark brown say. I really want her to have dark hair, like it as if it's your last era, or even darker, like her natural hair color. She's been bleaching it regularly for years at this point, and yes, the blonde is iconic on her and she pulls it off incredibly well, but we need a switch up, not only because she's had light hair for so freaking long, but because we wouldn't want her to start literally balding in the next few years. Her hair does look quite dry and brittle, and during As If It's Your Last Era it looked so much fuller and healthier. I hope she goes natural for a while and maybe even chops off a few inches because my girl needs it, honestly. I wish OTG was in Korean. Why lol, honestly I'm not really sure how the language matters in this case, because her singing it in Korean wouldn't have brought any more meaning or added anything to the song at all. In fact, it might have taken some meaning away from it, because the fact that she chose to sing in English really showcases her background and story as Roseanne. Honestly, I'm not really sure how language really matters at all lol, but if anyone else has thoughts on this, please drop them in the comments. I wonder if anyone would have liked Lisa to rap in Thai or something. I'm just curious, not trying to come at anyone. Please don't come for this person in the comments and be respectful, thanks. Her songs age like milk. Her solo disappointment me. For me, my opinion on her solo is pretty much the same as it was when I first heard it. Overall it's not so much my thing, but I do truly appreciate the effort put into it and the meaning behind it, and I really think that makes it very special. I also found hers to be the most personal. Like her solo screamed Rosé to me more than Lisa's screamed Lisa or Jenny's screamed Jenny, and I really admire that a lot. But I understand why people would be disappointed, especially Blinks that have stanned since debut. For me, Rosie is not the best main vocalist, but her voice is one of my favorite. Yeah, so just like I've been saying in my videos throughout this opinions series, you don't have to be the best to be widely loved and appreciated for a certain ability. It's okay that Rosie isn't a top tier vocalist with incredible technique and a massive range. She is clearly very talented, and there's something about her voice that people cannot look away from. She was the winner of an audition with 399 people competing against her and has literally been nicknamed the Golden Voice of Korea. If that isn't something, I don't know what is. You don't have to be the best in the game to be widely loved and appreciated. Period. I feel like Rose's real voice would actually fit Blackpink better than her more high-pitched voice ATM. I agree with this opinion. I wish we got to hear more of her low register, because I feel like she really has the ability to bring in the sexy and sultry aspect of the girl crush concept, like she embodies sexiness the best in my opinion. So that coupled with her low voice would be smooth as fuck. Smooth like butter, if you will. However, I feel like she is made to sing higher notes because Jisoo's voice is naturally quite low, so to contrast the voices of the two dominant vocalists in the group, they probably make her sing high all the time. Though I do wish they mixed it up from time to time. But K-pop loves its high notes, so there's that. She's a pretty good dancer, but with Lisa being in the group she is overshadowed. At times, her voice is too high pitched for my liking. Her verse in D4, to be more specific, I'm talking about when Lisa finished rapping then she came. It was a bit too high pitched in my opinion, but that's just me. I agree, she does get overshadowed. I personally prefer Rose's dancing to Lisa's though, and always gravitate towards her when watching them perform. And I don't think that is a super duper unpopular opinion, so she definitely doesn't go unnoticed. Like I'm still not over her in the How You Like That dance performance video. That was just iconic as fuck. People came at me the last time I said I prefer Rosé's dancing, but I don't care. I like what I like. Some of y'all apparently just don't understand the concept of personal preference. With her high-pitched voice, I see where you're coming from. I think it sounds fine when listening to the song, but when you can hear the strain in her voice when they're performing live, sometimes it can sound unpleasant. Rosé has a bad technique, not fake voice. BCZ Ovic. She's nowhere a main dancer material. Lisa has better and clean movements, but definitely she's a talented girl and a foodie. I don't know much about vocal technique, but it is clear that she strains her voice when she is singing high notes a lot. I do blame YG though, and wouldn't completely put it on her because YG forces her to sing outside her comfortable range without providing the necessary training, knowing that her natural register is low. I think she is main dancer material. Lisa 100% deserves to be main dancer and is the perfect main dancer for Blackpink. But Rosé definitely has potential, and if she was in a different group or something, there's a significant chance she would have been main dancer. This girl had zero dancing experience pre-debut and worked so hard as a trainee to get to where she is now, and it shows. It's pretty clear she's good at dancing and has really excelled. It's not easy to dance as well as she does with zero prior experience. And yes, we stand Rosé and her cute chipmunk cheeks. Alright guys, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Leave all your thoughts below on the opinions, on the in-person concert, on the Pinks in Paris, everything. I want to know what you'll think. Also, I really cannot believe how close I'm getting to 1K. It's crazy. I honestly can't even really fathom it. So thank you all so much for your support. I really do appreciate each and every single one of you. I'd love if you subscribed if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.